Okay. There we have Tunisia Police Department harassment on video. Once I approached the window, so not bad. Right after taking a shower, guys. This is state insurance policy fraud, identity theft, Medicaid, entrapment. That's right. We started using entrapment. There we go. This is attacking the victim's psyche, of course, and that's the reason for the electronic harassment, entrapment, high frequencies, electromagnetic field waves, shock treatment to the brain, to provoke movement reaction response, yelling, running out of control, kicking, screaming, public outbursts, surprise advantage once I approach the window. The police officers are waiting right around the corner just for me. And that's why it's called state insurance policy fraud, identity theft, Medicaid, entrapment. This is after, well, let me give you the time. 2:56. 2:56. Here we go. 2:55 p.m. Sunday, April 5th, 2026. Okay? Now, this comes after on two videos. We have exclusive video of a young teen on a bike being recruited by organized crime family employee on the second floor, 5130. Child endangerment of narcotics mailbox exchange continues. And that's the reason for Tunisia Police Department scrambling to cover this up. It's way too late. The first time we saw into reaction with the young teen and organized crime family employee at 5130 second floor. Today, we've seen a total different strategy routine. The young teen arrived on his bike, and he was instructed to stay in the backyard until further notice. In other words, a change of routine because of our extended surveillance. And, of course, trafficking, distribution, and packaging of narcotics. We have the individual returning back from serving customers. Oh, there's the brother harassment. You can clearly see it. Okay? Look at the intensity of that. Being redirected with mirrors from right next door, 5135. Okay? There we go. So we have the individual 5132 parking his gray truck away from camera view, 5132. Okay? Oh, the dollar store owner arrived. The dollar store owner arrived in the same time frame right after the police officer provoked confrontation, entrapment. How about that? So, is it by coincidence, by accident? The dollar store owner arriving at 2:57 p.m. 2:57 p.m. And now he is waiting for the command signal to come out of his vehicle. He's not in a hurry to go inside the dollar store, even though there might be customers inside. Okay, here we go. Okay, now he was instructed to come out at 2:58 p.m. Remember, this is called entrapment for a reason. And we caught the dollar store owner on video throwing rocks at the window. Okay, so obviously they are responding. All right, now he's ignoring us. Now he's ignoring us, and he wants to act like the victim. Well, he arrived at the same time frame, right after the police officer, so he's not a victim, okay? And he's throwing rocks at the window. Okay, other than that, we have organized crime family employee, the Candyman, parked where he's supposed to be at 5130. Community gang stalking in the background. We do have the gray convertible Mustang parked exactly where he lives. Okay? We have him documented a whole bunch of times already, including how the individual looks like up close and everything while inside his car and right while walking. Okay? I interacted with him pretty much just walking by. He seems like a nice individual, but he's involved in criminal activity. A little short-handed and change and willing to participate, but he is on the payroll full-time as far as catfish, okay? He's on the payroll regarding state insurance policy fraud, identity theft, Medicaid. All right, so all this mumbo-gumbo-jumbo for what? That's right, you guys are asking for what? Well, remember, it's called entrapment for a reason. They're relying on my ex-wife arriving at a particular time so they can continue this type of strategy. So the same strategy that we uploaded regarding homeowner Martinez's wife running after my ex-wife as far as after grocery shopping. Okay, we caught reaction and response of my ex-wife right there. She was surprised to see homeowner Martinez running at such a high rate of speed. And obviously, it's not necessary to be running. There's no emergency, okay? But she was running for other purposes. She was running because same reaction that I did, I'm knocking on the window. It was planned out for me to respond in that manner while my ex-wife being present, same time frame as homeowner Martinez's wife. So that's why it's called entrapment. See that? Okay, so right now, 3:01 p.m. Sunday, April 5th, 2026. Okay, once again, this is right after we shot the video of a teenager on bike being recruited by organized crime at 5130 for trafficking, distribution, and packaging of narcotics. And that's the reason why the young teen was instructed to stay in the back, and they have changed their routine rather than inviting him through the front door. Okay, so now the police officers involved in criminal activity are trying to scramble, just like February 27, 2026. Fake U.S. Marshal fake catch and release arrest of the individual at 5130. Now, the female is not here. We caught her on video leaving. It's the weekend, but the Candyman is. As you can see, the Candyman is right there, which is kind of peculiar because he's usually parked all the way over there by Board of Education District 99, right behind the yellow line right there. Now, all of a sudden, he decided to park right here. Nope, this is a strategy of entrapment. That's the reason he's been instructed to park there, okay? And you guys saw the police officer clearly. Instructions given on command signal. Well, I just finished taking a shower, guys. So, this is it. All right, 3:02 p.m. Sunday, April 5th, 2026. Okay, we have a vehicle turning, but I'm not sure if that's our... I think that's our neighbor. I'm not sure. Let's see if it's our neighbor or not. Is it a gray vehicle? Let's see. Yeah, he is involved in criminal activity. He just made a run for it, okay? Oh, looks like he's not making a run for it. He can't make up his mind where he's going. Oh, the same strategy as the U.S. Marshal. That's how the U.S. Marshal was baiting me on February 27th, 2026, Friday, working alongside homeowner Martinez's son, right next door, 5135. So you can see clearly this individual was instructed to turn the corner. Instead of turning the corner inside the parking lot of the dollar store, he was instructed to turn utilizing the exit of Board of Education, District 99 building. So obviously some people, they make certain decisions afterwards, but there's no traffic here. He had plenty of time to decide on his options. Okay, but some people are like that. It looks like he has a family. He has a family. So, yeah. Well, this could be individuals. Yep, looks pretty normal to me. Pretty normal to me. He's not really... Yeah, pretty normal to me, guys. Okay, we do have this vehicle coming out of behind the parking lot. Let's see. All right, pretty normal to me. Okay, so they get free passes. Well, this is right after. Okay, let's get some bright light harassment, guys. Looks like they chickened out. They were supposed to flash me as soon as I turned around, but that didn't happen. I wonder why. So, this is basically what I do. I change like that. Okay. A little here and there. Okay. So that's how they manipulate the victims to cover the windows. Okay. There we go. There we go. And you can see where the intensity is coming from. So all we have to do is lower this a little bit. And it's also coming from here. There we go. There we go. So any natural light, this is natural light. But they have a military grade technology that has an on and off switch. The on and off switch allows for the bright light harassment to be deployed by increasing the light intensity of the light harassment. On and off switch will cause accidents and death. That's the reason why no flash occurred while filming the tile. Okay, because to avoid self-incrimination of bright light harassment. Okay, so look at the videos and you can see for yourself. Okay, we are waiting. I guess that's it. Standing by. Oh, a little flash. Right, you guys ready? You guys ready? You guys ready? Okay, pretty weak, pretty weak. All right, in the kitchen, everything is uncovered. I remove this, and I just put this right here, like that. Okay, that way I don't have to cover anything, and that's where it's coming from right there. Okay. And I guess that's it. Finished taking the shower. And of course, I had to cover up with towels because of the bright light harassment coming from next door. That's why it's called state insurance policy fraud, identity theft, Medicaid, entrapment, because the victims are manipulated to cover up the windows for documentation purposes of mental health issue illness, to avoid long-term electronic harassment, secondary health issues of radiation levels. That's the reason. We have 5132 parking away from camera view, as you can see. Right. So for now, that's all we got. No more Town of Cicero Police Department harassment. I guess entrapment. I guess that's it. All right, so we will be uploading. We already uploaded the first video of the young teen being lured inside the front door. Now, there's been a change of pace as far as routine. Now, the young teen was instructed to go through the back instead of the front door. Why? Because they're panicking. Okay, obviously, if you're up to no good, you're going to change your routine, and that's exactly what happened here at 5130. And obviously, if you're not up to no good, you are relying on Town of Cicero Mayor Larry Dominic to respond by sending in police officers as a distraction and entrapment. Okay, Town of Cicero Mayor Larry Dominic, the machine, open for business, no shame, in utilizing children and young teens. The younger the victim, the bigger the payoff as far as addiction. Okay? Okay, I believe that's the truck that usually picks up the individual at 5130. Okay? He didn't break. He was instructed to keep going. He was instructed to keep going. This truck is well documented already. And organized crime has responded by alerting him ahead of time to keep moving. Do not park in front. He is filming. We do not want to be implicated in anything. For now, Town of Cicero seems to be above the law, guys. Okay? Only because on February 27, 2026, the U.S. Marshal fake catch and release father and son at 5130. That's the result. Obviously, it was documented that they didn't find any evidence, any drugs, no narcotics. So business as usual. They do that from time to time to avoid external government agencies from coming in. Okay, so this was a silent alarm, and it was accomplished. But remember, I was the main arrestee that day. Okay, it was not this individual. The only reason this individual at that 5130 was arrested, a fake arrest, was Plan B. Because once I responded to the bright light harassment, I covered up all the windows. Okay, and let's not forget, once I responded to homeowner Martinez running underneath my window on command signal, and I knocked on the window. Yes, the U.S. Marshal had his eyes focused on me. And that's when he started baiting me. And the individual that was arrested at 5130, he was instructed to park underneath my window the night before to give an alibi for the U.S. Marshal to take a picture of me from behind the gate of the dollar store parking lot. Okay? That's called entrapment, and that's the reason for that. Still waiting. No police officers in the area. It looks like they called it off for now. I hope they didn't forget about me. All right, so for now, we're moving on. Obviously, business as usual. If you guys want to make a difference, please contact Internal Revenue Services, guys. 5132, January 8th, 2025. I filled the petition with a tax preparer, tax evasion, regarding 5132. The first floor remains vacant. Taxes are high, and it's a double lot. And obviously, their plans of moving back is very notable. Okay, no one is going to leave an apartment vacant with the high taxes for this long, unless they have other plans. And their plans, of course, is entrapment. And obviously, we know what we're doing. Okay, so for now, the electronic harassment continues, and community gang stalking. Okay, we have this individual that just parked there. Well, the parking is not that good right here, right now. It's the weekend. So, but people do park from time to time, and they're willing to walk. A little community gang stalking. Okay, not much going on. Remember, The idea is to keep me by the window. That's the reason for the community gang stalking. They're trying to keep me by the window as much as possible. They're waiting for my ex-wife. That's what I think. Well, if you guys want me for the by the window, I'll make a deal with you guys. I stay by the window if a whole bunch of police officers surround where I live at, okay? And shut down the whole block, just like the U.S. Marshal did February 27, 2026. And I will stay by the window, guys, okay? I even go in front, okay? And give my information to another U.S. Marshal if called about. Okay, here we go. That was weak. My blender sounds louder than that, guys. You should be ashamed of yourself. Nope, still weak. Still weak. Still weak. Alright, we're moving on, guys. Not much to do. I gotta finish cleaning up. Day is winding down. We're getting ready for our afternoon shift, guys. That's not what we're looking for. 3:15 p.m. Sunday, April 5th, 2026. Town of Cicero Police Department, harassment, state insurance policy fraud, identity theft Medicaid, entrapment. Town of Cicero Mayor, Levy Dominic, responding. Entrapment on video.